Alright, and round 2 of the Beast Hunters Wave 2 line. And, like I showed in the last video, it's Smokescreen with the really crappy armor. So, yeah, it's Smokescreen. It comes with the Shadow Quill armor, which really doesn't do much for him. There's not any spikes on it apart from right there in the front. So it's kind of stupid. But, luckily, it is all completely removable. Off to the side. The other thing it comes with is his Electronet launcher, which, easily enough, slides off too. The only downside to that, and just get him off out of there with the gun, you get that. A very long missile. It's like a gun firing a rocket, so it's interesting. Set that off to the side. So here he is. A Smokescreen. Very accurate to his in-show model. Like a heavily modified Dodge Viper. Me likes. He is missing a few paint apps in this mode, but what can you do? I think it was more like a silverish gray, not a white. But beggars can't be choosers. The only other downside is the paint quality is terrible. The roof panels here to the roof panels here. Two different blues and two different whites. Kind of looks terrible, but oh well. Repro labels. They'll definitely do this guy. I know it. So, anyways, getting him into robot mode, I haven't found the right way of doing this because it's confusing. What I'm going to start with is you break it open here for the legs. You come back here, flip up the back piece, you fold the legs down. You pop the arm, they pop the doors off. You come up here and you break those, break the front windshield, and then you just take and split his arms apart, like so, just to get things out of the way. So you got them down here, and you take this front bumper bit and you fold it out like that. You then raise his head. Then what you want to do is you want to fiddle with the wheels here. The wheels just go like that. Plug into his chest. Take the two doors. Fold the purple windscreens down. Angle them out. You plug the doors into the back of his head. There's a little space right there. Plug the doors into the back of his head. And make sure those wheels are locked in tight, because then you bring up the false chest, plug that in, take him at the waist, spin him 180 degrees, and spread his legs apart. At this point you can raise the arms. There's a notch that the arms, that the shoulders actually fit into. It's very hard to. It'd be too hard for me to show on camera, but there's a very small notch. Like in this mode, this arm is not moving unless I push it. You can hear it. Yeah. It's a little space that it just plugs into. And it holds. You just then rotate the arms into position, position the kibble behind his arms like that. And you come down here. The last thing you want to do is you want to take these shin bits with the improperly colored knees. We'll get into that. Fold them over, plug them in, and there you have Smokescreen. Now, yes, he is using a false chest bit, partially because the transformation won't allow it. You have both of the hood bits, which should be here, plugged behind his arms, and that makes for a very thin profile. Oh well. Not a big problem because it's better than the arms micron. So yeah. Obvious coloration problems aside, Repro label will definitely hit that, especially on the head. The head should not be all blue. Yeah. But the nice yellow light pipe. Excuse me. And just because I have to, because it's part of the instructions, you get the crappy shadow armor. There are two little spaces right there. They go all the way through. It goes on both sides. There's two little tabs right here. So what you can do if you want to armor him up for beast hunters, take those two little tabs and you shove him into the two little holes on his arms, on his waist, on the armor. Yeah. And you come up to the front here. This actually is shown in the instructions. You're actually supposed to fold the armor in such a fashion so it holds like this. Not just sticking straight up. But that's that. And then you get the crappy ass net launcher. Yeah, so you got that going on. It is what it is. I personally don't like it. I don't like the armor. And I don't like the net. I don't care for either of them. I think they're stupid. I think it just detracts from the overall look of the toy. So I will not he will not have them. These pieces are going to go in a drawer and never see the light of day again. They should have been in there yesterday when I got this guy, but it was too dark and I couldn't film this review, so there he is. Ooh. There we go. From time to time, the chest wheels kind of pop out, but it's just a matter of fixing them. So in this mode, he's got a limited ball jointed head. Mostly goes side to side. He's got a very loose ball jointed shoulder. He's got a We got a bicep swivel, cut just above the elbow. Nice ratcheting elbow, and no wrist articulation because of the way the forearm's pegged. You also got a waist joint. You have a full ball jointed hip. Thigh swivel just below that. You get a really good knee and gigantic fetums. So he can pretty much stand in any pose, backwards or forwards, just not, side to side, things like that. You can't really stand up. He doesn't have any ankle tilt. Just the way their feet are built. So yeah. And he'll keep the same joints with the armor on. He'll keep the same motion because the waist joint is here, not up here where the armor pegs in. So these are the him and her. The only two I'm ever going to pick up from this second wave. So that's the beginning and end of Based Hunters Wave 2. And this is Greg saying, keep your eyes open, your ears to the ground. Stay warm, stay frosty. Check you on the flip side. Catch you later.